Hello, everybody. I'm not even sure what day it is. We've just left Kansas City. I think we've done 14 stops now, and this is just magical. People are weeping in the audience. People are coming from all over the United States, and now increasing numbers of people are actually creating a caravan that is following our five, count them, five coaches that are rolling down the road. And we have an advanced team coach that goes out every morning and gets set up with ground commander Trent Luce and our tour manager John Stensland and the crew security manager AJ. And then we have my bus, very humbly, number two bus, with Kevin Jenkins, who is my full partner in all of this. And people have no idea of the resources that are being brought to bear in terms of connecting. And Trent Luce, our ground commander, knows this country like the back of his hand. The places we are going to are magical. They're at the edge of the cities. They're at the intersection of rural, urban, Christian, God-loving, family-oriented. This is just, I'm growing. I mean, someone made the comment the other day, Tina Griffin, that not only is this a resurrection tour for America, this is a resurrection tour for Robert David Steele. I am, without question, becoming a better person as I go through this and gaining a much more intimate appreciation for our country and for the good people in flyover country. In fact, here, flyover conservatives. Okay, now one of the things I've noticed is internet sucks in flyover country. I think that's deliberate. They are trying to silence, they're trying to ignore the middle of the country as if it doesn't exist, and that's going to change. And if I ever have an open source agency, I'm going to do for the internet what Eisenhower did for roads. President Eisenhower, as an Army captain, went across America, found out there were no roads. It was very hard going, so he created the interstate highway system. Well, I'm going to deliver at some point when I'm done with this tour, the world brain, Web 3.0, and 1,000% effective internet for every voice in America. And we'll do that in passing after we've done the Election Reform Act. People are starting to write to every member of Congress. They're using the little flyers that we've created that they can fold up and then write their own message and send those to Congress people. A mass movement is emerging. And one of the reasons I posted Henry at Agincourt, anyone who is not part of this tour is going to weep with despair. This tour is the tour of the century. That's other people's words. I mean, I'm beyond mind blown here. This is something that nobody can comprehend unless they're actually physically present and part of this and experiencing the deep positive joy that comes from seeing that America is back in the saddle again. The 99% against the 1%, Main Street against Wall Street, good Christian people against the unethical losers that are trying to destroy this country. I'm honored to have put this tour together, and I will say I could not have done it without Trent Luce and Kevin Jenkins and Tina Griffin, who is taking over the back bus, Moms Rising. And we have our singer, Karen Staley, and another singer, Lori O'Brien. And then we're bringing in local peoples. What we have done recently, and I understand there's drama. I understand there's drama out there. And there are a lot of lies being told. I'm not going to comment on that. I will simply say that this tour has now cleaned out all of the people that were undermining it with their various ego-driven agendas. And I wish them well, and whatever they end up doing is great. I've invited Sasha Stone to appear at Mount Rushmore with me because I really like Sasha Stone. I'm indebted to him. He came up with the Arise USA concept. He's done some of the graphics. But at the end of the day, this could not be a tour about introducing Sasha Stone to the United States of America. This had to be a tour of we, the people, coming together. There is only one commander in that tour, and that person is me on God's behalf and on behalf of the financial donors that I represent as a fiduciary steward of their contributions, generally $100 each. So I will brook no opposition, no interference, and no egos. And Trent Luce and Kevin Jenkins and Tina Griffin and the others are all with me, Sheriff Richard Mack. We're doubling down on CSPOA. We're going to have 2 to 3 CSPOA people on the CSPOA coach. And we're also talking about creating a new national foundation and even possibly a new national email network that will be managed by a professional firm that does not try to insert its ego or its problems into our business. I am so very happy. Hey, Kevin, give me 1 minute. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring my brother, Kevin Jenkins, back here. Kevin and I are riding the same coach. I was trying to give my own coach, but I praise God for the day that this man came into my life. He is teaching me terms like gangsta. He is a gangsta, and I'm trying to earn my junior gangsta wings with this great man. Let me tell you, I think he's presidential material, and I am more than happy just being the head of the open source agency. But Kevin, what are you seeing here? Oh, by the way, we also call him the Huggy Bear because he closes our stages, and Trent opens, then I come in, then the CSPOA guy, and at the end of it, he gets everybody to hug one another, and it is the most extraordinary thing I have ever seen. I love you, man.
I love you too.
So tell us your perception on what's going on with this tour.
How many times in your lifetime do you get the ability to go to Middle America and have a deep conversation without running for office? Like really having a conversation about how do we bring the country together? How do we get past this race narrative that's keeping us away from each other? How do we build community? How do we protect our families? The reason why I agreed to do this tour because not about making myself popular, but bringing the right message to America so how we can protect ourselves, how we can find our God courage, how we can work together. I mean, one of the things that I'm always concerned about is that it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about what this tour is and how effective it can be in bringing the country together because we have to come together. That's clear. I mean, this is clear. We have to all be out here on the battlefront, really fighting to save our humanity. And that is why I agreed to do the tour. And guess what? I didn't know you. I might have saw you one day.
He was told I was a royal asshole that would drive him away from the tour within 2 days.
Well, it didn't happen. Actually, it brought us closer together because it's not about you and I. And we're in a very strange time where evil people will do evil things to derail you. That's why every morning I get up, I pray and I ask God for the.
He meditates too.
Yeah, I do. But to ask God to give me the ability to get past who I am so I can get to know who you are. And, you know, this tour needs your support. We need your prayers. And let me tell you something. This is one of the most exciting things that's happening in the country. We're not preaching to people. We're telling the story. We're bringing locals together. We're sharing, you know, an experience, a faith experience. And I got to tell you, we just keep focusing there. We will win the battle, not our battle for our personal gain, but our battle for society and for our children. So please come, listen, let's share, let's build community, and please give this man the opportunity to keep doing what he's doing because he was right. He was right to be able to put his life on the line, risk everything. I mean, he has risked everything, and we need your support. Please come on, donate, but make sure you're at the sites, make sure you're giving the support. Because there's only one tour, and that is the tour to find God. That is the tour to find our God courage. Thank you.
God bless you all.
I'm going to go back and do some work.
All right. Big Bat USA, you can see it right here. BigBatUSA.org is the primary website. I update it personally. And so the schedule, you can click on the map, and that takes you to the schedule, which is linked to the location. We're asking for $100 from each person. We will never ask you for money again, and you get a founding citizen certificate. And then we ask you to just tell 3 other people about BigBatUSA.org. This tour cannot fail. We were obliged to part ways with some people because their egos were getting in the way. And there is no room for egos on this tour. And by the grace of God, everybody who left the tour on their own volition, except for one person who just had to be dismissed, everybody has been replaced by a better person with no ego. And we've got this beautiful woman with her own AV coach, with her own drone. God provided. Within 24 hours of the technical team electing to not come back to the tour, which was my actual hope, God provided. Okay, this tour has God's blessing. This tour is about bringing America together. And if you want to be part of this tour, go to bigbatusa.org, click on the donate button, and come to one or more of our events. We now have like 100 people following us, and it's only going to grow. Mount Rushmore is going to be epic. We literally own the park at the base of Mount Rushmore for the entire 4th of July. And we're looking at having some kind of dinner the evening of the 4th or the evening of the 3rd. And that will be a planning dinner for our new national foundation that will get the emails of every single voter and will bring everybody together. But we're not about monetizing emails. We're about empowering people. And I will not tolerate any ethical or practical opposition to my mission to serve America and serve God. God bless you all. Aruga. Let me turn this.